Finally, Ukraine beats Russia with these amazing drones. If you have not been living under a rock for the past year, you would know that Russia has attempted to invade Ukraine. But Ukraine has bravely fought back and shocked the Russians with their drones. In this video, we will talk about these drones and the drones used by the Russians. But before we talk about these drones, I would like to request that you subscribe to the channel. Subscription is an excellent way of supporting our channel, and I really appreciate all the help you can send our way. So a big thank you for that. So, Ukraine's use of drones was a befitting response to the Russian use of Kamikaze drones. The word Kamikaze is Japanese and means a suicide attack. It was the kind of a frontal attack launched by the Japanese soldiers in the Pacific against the Americans during World War II. Russian drones embody this military philosophy, and for this purpose, they have utilized the Iranian-made Shahed 136 drones. These drones have been used in the conflict since the autumn of last year. Also known as Uranium-2 by Russia, this drone packs explosives in a warhead on its nose and can move around the intended target before striking it. The Shahed 136 has a wing length of about 8 feet, and due to its small size, can be difficult to detect. The Iranian government has admitted to providing Russia with a limited number of these drones. The way these drones attack is that they direct themselves on a collision course with the target, and since these drones are packed with explosives, it causes an explosion on impact. The drone deliveries to Russia have roused international suspicion against Iran, and the EU has even imposed severe sanctions on the country. So when did Russia use the first Shahed 136 drones? It first used these Kamikaze drone attacks on the 13th of September. Due to the success of this tactic, Russia has increasingly used it against military and civilian targets in Kiev, Odessa, and Mykolaiv. In total, Ukraine estimates that Russia has launched more than 80 of these Iranian-made Shahed 136 drones. These drones have mostly targeted civilian infrastructure, and in particular, power generation facilities to knock down heating facilities in the winter months. Taking out heating facilities is a desperate attempt by the Russians to break down the morale of the Ukrainian people. Ukraine claims to have knocked down almost 80% of Russian Shahed 136 drones. But how has the Ukraine responded? Ukraine has challenged Russians with a drone of their own. Their main military arsenal is the Turkish-made Bayraktar TB2. The TB2 is the equivalent of a small airplane, which is fully loaded with cameras on board and can even carry laser-guided bombs. Ukrainian soldiers have expertly used the Turkish Bayraktar in the past too. The drone made history when the Ukraine used it to sink Moskva, which was the Russian warship in the Black Sea in April 2022. In addition to the Shahed 136 drones, Russians also used the more simple Orlan 10. The Orlan 10 has cameras on board and has the capacity to transport smaller bombs. Increasingly, we've seen that both sides have used drones to determine superiority. Due to excessive use of robotics, both sides are trying to come up with the most cost-effective methods of using drones so that the cheapest drone could be put to maximum effect. Both sides have used DJI Mavic 3, which costs around $2,100. The DJI Mavic 3 can carry miniature bombs as well as spot enemy movements through the cameras on board. It can also provide logistical support through guidance. It must be borne in mind that military drones are much more capable than commercial drones. For instance, the DJI Mavic 3 can only go as far as 30 kilometers, which limits its capabilities. Its flying time is also limited to about 50 minutes, after which it needs to be recharged. The limitations of distance and flying time can restrict the potential of the drone. The drone has other limitations as well. For example, Russians have come up with electronic countermeasures which can be used to stop attacks using commercial drones. One of these countermeasures is the new Stupor rifle, which can bring down drones through electromagnetic pulses. They have also used aeroscope to disrupt communications between the operator and the drone quite effectively. The Ukraine is also improving its ability in shooting down Russian drones. It is effectively using NASAMS, which is a medium to long-range surface-to-air missile defense system given by the US. This system has been deployed against Russian drones with a lot of success. As a result, almost 500 drones have been shot down since September. The US has sent more than 1,000 of such missiles to the Ukraine. In addition, US drone makers are also providing more drones to the Ukraine on humanitarian grounds and for reasons other than combat. Dragonfly has sold 10 drones, and many other drones have been given for humanitarian purposes, such as delivering food, vaccines, and other life essentials. These drones have the ability to detect landmines too. The company aims to send as many as 200 drones by the end of the year. Aquiline Drones has donated 40 of its Spartacus Hurricane drones for search and rescue missions. These drones can also be used for transporting water and food. Other US-based drone companies have also aimed to provide assistance, such as Skydio. I hope you found this video informative. Press the like button if you did. Subscribe to the channel for staying updated with the latest video. Thank you for watching till the end. See you in the next one.